Well, welcome Grenada, Carrico, PD Montnick, and the rest of the world. I'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live program. People, this is where it all happens. We are talking about the good, we are talking about the bad, and we are talking about the Mikey. There are so many things that we see happen on a day-to-day basis. Some things we don't think it's important to tell you because maybe you already know, or maybe it really doesn't matter. And other things, boy, we can't let pass. The things that we can't let pass, we tell you about it here. And of course, we discuss the news, we don't tell you about it. This is news discussed, not told. And if you have not yet done so, I'd like to encourage you to share the business. Share the business on your page, share it on Facebook, share it with people, so that they know the thing has started. Tell people they mustn't take with talk. I find, them other live and them, they taking with talk. Tell them to take with talk, leave with talk alone. So folks, it's been a chilly day today. We've been having a couple days of rain, and we have to thank God for that. Now, we were expecting a high concentration of the Saharan dust, but I believe even with that, once the rain comes, then it disturbs the dust to some extent. And so we have to thank, you see, God, listen, God maybe still a Grenadian. I want to check it out, because we couldn't handle all that dry dust just coming across like that. And so though it might be there, but I don't think it's as prominent. I don't think it's as strong as it could have been. So let's say thank you to God for that. So folks, we are ready for tonight's news. Let's just briefly take a look at what's making the headlines. Man stabbed in St. George's Market today, boy. That was just crazy. Stabbed, and if you see the man helpless, So we are going to be talking about that, as well as Grenada looks forward to Sweet 16 gold medal. We talked about the Chelsea Flower Show. We're going to talk about that in a moment. Launch of Grenada Invitational 2020. We'll talk about that in a moment. And 8 local beauties to vie for the title of Face of Grenada 2020. And Grenada beat Dominica 3-1 in the CONCACAF Under-20 men's qualifier. Going to talk about that too. In Jamaica, a trusted neighbor molests 6-year-old child. So folks, let's just take a quick break and come right back. We want to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Nawasa, to the kind compliments of WPG10 and Digicel. We will be back shortly.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
We enjoy the luxury of a quality water supply. But it can come to this. Have adequate storage.
Are you looking to rent chairs and tables? Then call Waggy T Rentals. We rent tables and chairs for any event. We have 7 different types of chairs: plastic, folding chairs, gray and white, resin white chairs, conference chairs, even Shivari chairs in gold and white. We also rent 6 feet and 8 feet rectangular folding tables, 4 feet and 5 feet round tables, and even cocktail tables. Give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Granite, St. George.
Grenada is the place to be June 5th to 7th for the highly anticipated Grenada Music Festival 2020, featuring 2-time Grammy Award winners Kool and the Gang, Coco T, Romaine Virgo, Marcia Griffiths, Arturo Tappan, Crossfire, Nadia Batson, Wes Ways, Vaughn, and the Dance Hall Emperor, Chavo Ranks. 3 nights of amazing music, great food, and pure Grenada hospitality. Grenada Music Festival 2020, June 5th to 7th, Quarantine Park, Grenada. Tickets available online at gotofet.com. Book your flights at hotel today. This ad is sponsored by the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Why not stay in, turn off the alarm clock, and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz? For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
And you know, of course, with Quartz, they bring value home all the time, folks. So let's get into what's making the news for tonight. Now, the first thing that we need to tell you about with all excitement is that the award-winning Grenada Chelsea Flower Show team, they are hard at work, according to reports, setting their sight on bringing home a Sweet 16 gold medal, and that's at the prestigious RHS Chelsea Flower Show. All right, this year. Now, they say that they are working hard to make sure that they put something good. You understand? Now, the GTA is also on board. With the GTA, they say they make the annual commitment to ensure that Grenada, Carriacou, and PD Martinique is represented at the show and on display before thousands of patrons and global media. You understand? So it's a nice combination. We're making sure that we do what's necessary to bring home gold. You understand? We're going for gold once more. All right, so they're working hard, and we have to say congratulations to the team even before. You understand? They go hard at work and go and represent us. We know that you will do well. You understand? Prime Minister Mitchell wants to see trade unions get involved in business ventures. In the new global community, unless we work together, we would not survive. Recent sentiments by Grenadian leader Dr. Mitchell at a meeting with the top brass of the Caribbean Congress of Labour, the CCL. Dr. Mitchell underscored the importance of a labour movement and the benefits that can be derived in working together. He called for unifying efforts, businesses, governments and labour to deal with the fundamental challenges with the region, which the region faces. Dr. Mitchell pledged that the government of Grenada will cooperate in going forward. All right, now he suggested to the CCL, now led by TAU's President General Andre Lewis, that trade unions get involved in business ventures that can benefit their members over time. Ain't sound too bad. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. So today was the launch of the Grenada Invitational. They had their media launch today, people. The 4th annual Grenada Invitational officially launched. Now, the Invitational's athletes liaison, Marvin Anderson. Now, he laid the platform and foundation and thing. We talk about all the things today as to what we can expect for this year's world-class event. They also spoke about the lineup. Double Olympic medalist Elaine Thompson, Kirani James, Johan Blake. You understand? These are some big names that's going to be there this year. The road to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. All right? And so Grenadians can prepare themselves for this event Now, we own, Anderson Peters, Lyndon Victor are among Grenadian champions who are also going to be there. Brianna Williams, double world junior champion, 100 meter and 200 meter from Jamaica. We can expect to see also Kendra Harrison, world record holder 100 meter hurdles from the United States. And some big names like Justin Gatlin again. It's going to be part of the Grenada invitation. Aaron Brown. So we're talking about some big names. All right, Asafa Powell as well. Understand? And they're saying that the 4th edition of the Grenada Invitational will include a segment of about 14 track and field events featuring local, which is Grenadian athletes, and a parade of past Olympians. All right, so they are including new features and making sure things are a little different, spicing up the thing now. All right. They also stated that the tickets are already on sale online at gotofed.com. So for people who are wondering about your tickets and so on, of course, your tickets are already available. Make sure you get the best seat in the hoist. You understand? I remember when we were small, we used to say hoist. You understand? So make sure you get the best seat in the hoist. We are moving on. How are we looking for time? Well, we're going good. We know that. Oh, yeah. Let me show all of something, eh? Look at all the scream. All right, and tell me when all you see faces. Now you see some faces, right? Yes. So let's talk about the faces that you're seeing on your screen. Now, the 8th beauties vying for this year's title of Face of Grenada, FOG, includes those young ladies that you're seeing on your screen. Jarvis Knight, Kelowna Chaitan, Osha Thomas, Nikada Lalji, Avian Victor, Asphil Robertson, Megan Gooding, and Tonya Glean. Now, the 8 ladies, they were selected after an audition process held in 2019 to seek potential candidates for carrying the title of Face of Grenada under the theme Fashion Through an Environmental Lens. Now, the organizers, they are very pleased with the direction that the competition has been going thus far. Now, they say that the ladies were all engaged in competitive photo shoots that depicted different components of enjoying and preserving nature. Now, these photo shoots were judged by the renowned Caribbean POSH magazine, the Posh magazine. All you're telling me? So they say you all can look forward to something great for this year again. Now, this year, the winner of Face of Grenada will be receiving an exclusive cover spread and inside features with the Caribbean Posh magazine. I'll give him a clap now. And they will also get some other features and things now. So let's congratulate them. All enough. You're all winners in your own right. And I mean, the Face of Grenada, all the way moving on. Now, the next thing that we have to tell all you about by the Grenada National Under-20 men's football team begins the CONCACAF qualifiers in Dominican Republic with a victory over Dominica today. Grenada won 3-1. Now, 2 goals were scored in the first half. You understand? They say we're looking pretty. Just wanted all to know about that. Alright? All here, we are moving on. How are we looking for time? Continuing its preparation for the 2020 Caribbean Wave exercise, the National Disaster Management Agency is encouraging interesting participants to visit the website tsunamizone.org. You understand? So, all you all could check it out, alright? Now they're saying this year's initiative seeking to improve the effectiveness of the tsunami warning system along the Caribbean coast will involve an 8.9 magnitude earthquake just off the coast of Jamaica, triggering a tsunami in our area. You understand? And that will be an exercise, all right? Now the exercise is to be held along the Western Corridor, Victoria, Grove and Grand Mall, and it's carded for Thursday, 19th March 2020. All right, they say it will trigger a national response. They say also that the 2020 exercise will also give the sister isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique a unique opportunity to test the standard operating protocol, the SOP, created in 2019 as part of the certification of being tsunami ready. The exercise will be conducted simultaneously on the islands, all right? They say that the exercise will also provide an opportunity for emergency management organizations throughout the region to test their operational lines of communications, review their tsunami response procedures, and promote tsunami preparedness. Earlier, the police, the Royal Grenada Police Force, they are encouraging safety at sea as Carriacou prepares to host its Kayak Mass 2020. This is on the basis of an incident that happened several years ago. I think it was 2016 when several persons lost their lives in an attempt to leave mainland Grenada to head to Carriacou to enjoy the mass there. The boat sunk. Some persons were rescued, while some are to date regarded as still missing but presumed dead. It was one of the nation's most tragic incidents in recent times. And so as the anniversary of that incident comes around simultaneously with the hosting of the Kayak Mass, the Royal Grenada Police Force through the Coast Guard are sounding a warning to all boat operators and owners to exercise caution in their attempt to head to Carriacou. Some of the guidelines include, but is not limited to, informing the Coast Guard of when you are about to leave mainland Grenada to Carriacou. 2. Leaving early enough in the event of any unforeseens that you will not experience nightfall during your journey to Carriacou. 3. Having adequate safety gears for everyone aboard your vessel. That includes life vests for each passenger. 4. Do not overload your vessels. Only allow the appropriate amount of persons to be on your vessel on your trip to Carriacou. Now, folks, it is important as well that you have communication devices, cell phones and or your VHF radios. There is an emergency line which is channel 16 for any emergencies. Other than that, you call the Coast Guard directly on 399. All right, the Royal Grenada Police Force wants everyone to be safe during this festive season again, for those of you who plan on heading to Carriacou. Folks, today was no ordinary day in the city, as there was another incident. This time it involved a stabbing. Now, some of the images are just too graphic to show to you, but police have confirmed the stabbing incident, which occurred this afternoon at the market, an area now being referred to as Jam Rock. One man was taken to hospital, and up to news time we were not able to get a full report on how he's doing, but he was seriously injured. He was seen on video and photos, just there, waiting for assistance. The ambulance and police subsequently arrived, took care of the scene, and took the injured man to the hospital. What we were told is that there was some sort of altercation. There was a fight, and it resulted in the chopping of the victim. In terms of whether or not the other person was injured and to what extent, if ever there were any injuries, we are not certain. We are told that police are investigating this incident. According to unconfirmed reports, one individual had a knife and was in the market making inquiries in search of another individual. One eyewitness on the scene said that the man with a knife surprisingly got hit with a bottle, all right, which was hurled in his direction. He was subsequently disarmed and stabbed in the process. The scene, based on the videos and pictures that we have, very ugly. Police, we are told, are investigating this recent incident. You know, we have been having some very, very crazy incidents of late. Why? I don't know. We are seemingly becoming less and less tolerant. In recent times, we have been reporting a lot of stabbing incidents and so on. One would recall it was just 2 days ago that we reported a similar incident in the St. Patrick area, which left one man nursing injuries at the hospital. Do you understand? And so, how many more do we have to report before we can really start being our brother's keeper? Before we can really understand that, hey, we are all Grenadians here, and there's no need for us to fight like this. Somebody's saying that people are very angry. What is happening to us? What is really happening to us? We got to get a grip of ourselves. We are a peaceful nation, and let's just hope that these incidents are just a little surge, a temporary surge, and then it will just calm down. Yeah? But no. It's not pretty, and it should not be allowed to persist in our beautiful little Grenada. That's not what we are about. Yes, that doesn't define us. Now, the next thing that we have to tell the about boy, let's just, before we come back to Grenada, let's just take a quick trip to Jamaica, where we are learning while a St. Catherine mother was finishing up her shift at a bar where she worked. A trusted neighbor and friend who she had earlier given dinner allegedly used the opportunity to sneak into her house and molest her sleeping 6-year-old child. According to the mother, she had left her daughter in the care of her sister-in-law and went to work. The mother told News that while she was at work checking off the day's sales, the man, who is believed to be in his 50s, visited the bar and bought a half Q mix and a boom. Afterwards, he began frolicking with her boss. But his actions went unjudged. And, well, You see, the man left the bar, and then before you know it, this is what the mother discovered. Yeah? They say he went to the bartender's house and assaulted her little girl. They say the unsuspecting mother was still at the bar when she got a call from her sister-in-law who told her about the incident. They say, well, they beat him. So they say the mother, hurry, hurry, hurry. And when she hurry, she saw an angry mob of persons surrounding the perpetrator. But he was already in blood. But they say he was later rescued by the police and was later arrested. He's now hospitalized and is being guarded by the police. Anyway, Jamaica, let me come back home here. Let's leave that talk there. The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information wishes to inform that there has been a further delay regarding the refurbishment of Bishop's College Carriacou under the CDB-funded Grenada Educational Enhancement Project, CHEAP. The pre-bid meeting for the tenders for the Bishop's College was held on February 10th, 2020. All the bidders at that meeting requested an extension of 2 weeks to a new deadline of February 24th, 2020, and that is to finalize their bid. In addition, based on the scope of the project, many of the existing bidders may not meet the criteria set out in the call for tender. Therefore, the ministry may have to go back to tender, which would delay the project for a further 6 weeks. The ministry apologizes, they say, for the extra delay, but it has become necessary to facilitate adherence to our procurement process and to secure a suitable contractor for the project. And they say that they are hopeful that the process will be completed within the next 2 months and work can start in earnest within the second quarter of 2020. How are we looking for time? A man shot and killed in a police sting operation in St. Lucia. Now, I've held out on telling you about these things because I find they were getting really out of hand. But there's an interesting story that I must tell you coming out from St. Lucia. Now, first of all, last week, they found this guy with a lot of guns and stuff. I kid you not, right? Guns and stuff, so all sorts of ammunition. All right, and now we have to tell you this, that so this man was shot and killed. All right, I now take you to St. Lucia for this special report, and it's from the HTS News Force there.
Family identified the young man found Tuesday dead in a ditch at Odsa as 22-year-old Benjamin Cyril of Boapatat Castries. Acting Corporal 806 Ann Joseph of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force says with a long rap sheet for serious crimes, the 22-year-old was no stranger to law enforcers.
The individual who was found dead, that's Benjamin Cyril, I can say that he has prior convictions. We have a total of 4 previous convictions on record, including damage to property. There's also pending matters before the High Court of aiding and abetting the commission of an offense and the using of a firearm with intent to injure. There were also several reports made against that individual to the Criminal Investigations Department in Castries, including several robberies, burglaries, assaults with firearm, assault upon the person, wounding, and threats.
incident stems from a campaign by police aimed at bringing to justice suspects behind some of the robberies and other crimes in Castries and Ancillary. That includes the communities of Bexon, Mark and Odsa. Police say that during the latest incident, they were fired upon by the suspects who fled when they returned to fire with fire.
The operation was conducted with the goal of apprehending a group of suspects involved in various thefts, including robberies, in the Castries and Ancillary districts. When approached by officers, the suspects discharged a firearm in the direction of the officers, resulting in an exchange of gunfire. The individuals were able to escape detention via motor vehicle. Officers later received information regarding an abandoned vehicle in the Odsa area after 2 males were seen fleeing from it. Upon arrival, one of the individuals who evaded arrest during the previous operation was discovered unresponsive and was pronounced dead on the scene by a medical practitioner.
Benjamin Cyril was believed to be in the company of at least one other individual during the fatal incident. Police are actively looking for the alleged accomplice. It is not known whether he too is hurt.
One other individual is still at large.
And how many were there in total?
I cannot give everything that we have, but I can say there is one person that we are actively pursuing.
There are no reports of police injuries resulting from Tuesday's shootout with the suspect. The ongoing police crackdown on crime in the communities, according to a top police source, is expected to continue. Stanley Lucian for the HS News Force.
Thank you very much, Stanley, for that information. You live by the gun? Well, you know what they say, right? All right, we are moving on to our next story. How are we looking? We've been getting a lot of rain, boy. Woo! Yep. Grenadian singer Sabrina Francis speaks about her second album, and we are going to join our associates at Carib Update News Services for that special entertainment piece. But before we go to our entertainment piece, we have to show you what's breaking the internet. We all may know of someone who has some kind of illness, whether it is that they are a victim of cancer or some sort of renal failure or kidney disease and has to go dialysis or chemotherapy. Now, it's never easy for persons whose lives are like a ticking clock because of these illnesses. And God bless the doctors and nurses or medical institution who understands how, just having a good support system contributes to the well-being of these patients. Of course, this video in particular is making the rounds from reasons more than one. This video touches us and speaks love, commitment, understanding. Folks, my mother is a cancer survivor, and I'm telling you, it is not the easiest thing for them to go through as the patients. Likewise, it is not easy for the loved ones who have to deal with that. Watching their mother, their sister, their aunt, their brother in pain, watching them lose weight, lose hair, lose strength, lose hope. And because I know what it feels like, because I was there, I understand the strength. I understand the depth of this video, and would like to share this with you from the bottom of my heart.
Eita, porra, isso aqui é jogo do Natal. Na esquina de guitarra. O Igor é crima, alô, meu patrão Francisco Oliveira, meu patrão.
Oh yeah, a very interesting gesture now, isn't it? Yeah, man, that's just probably one of the best videos I've ever seen. Now, folks, it is now time for our. This was the Breaking the Internet segment. Now we get over to our entertainment piece as we join our sister station WPG10 via Carib Update for this special report on one of our very own, Sabrina Francis.
For Sabrina Francis.
Sabrina Francis has regularly captured the heart of the nation with her impressive soul-inspired deliveries and even a worthy national anthem of sorts.
Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting.
In over 5 years, Sabrina has become Grenada's darling vocalist, a nation's songbird. Now, with the turn of a new decade, she gets ready to take her fans through new musical pathways. Sabrina gets ready to release her second album this week, an independent collection called I Feel. And while in many ways it is genre-defying, she calls it West Indies soul.
It's independent music. It's from the West Indies. And it's soul. It's everything that comes from me. I never write songs, at least so far, I haven't been able to write songs that are about nothing and have no feeling.
The new album, coming almost 4 years after her debut collection, Think in Color, was largely inspired by a musical journey she took through Africa last year.
So the songs on the album, some of them are African inspired, but it's a marriage between what I bring to the table, which is my Caribbean-esque flavor, and my soul flavor, and I merged it with the root language of Africa, which is Zulu.
Sabrina hails the musical inspiration she got from her African journey.
I worked with a group of great people. There's a young group called Young Mbazo. They are from Durban and they speak Zulu, and a couple of songs they are featured on there. I worked with some musicians, a guy named Frank Mavimera and Machume Zango, a producer called Malcolm Maltre Productions, and they are very, very special. I mean, the sound of Africa is very awe-inspiring.
She seeks to break new barriers in 2020 with her eyes wide open.
You never like to see me cry while I'm learning. Just take to what for I know I'm growing. You forever try.
On special assignment for the Carib Update News Service, I am Leah Phillip reporting.
Yes, we have a lot of talent here, you know that, right? Yeah, Grenada is just trending for talent right now. Like, yeah, we are the thing. So, folks, we are going to take a quick break and return shortly. We have the national report coming up and as well the weather. I can tell you, it's beautiful out there.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
We enjoy the luxury of a quality water supply. But it can come to this. Have adequate storage.
planning an event or looking to rent tents? Then call the tent experts at Waggy T Tent Rentals. We rent tents for all occasions. Tents in different colors, styles, and 25 different sizes, from as little as 10 by 10 to as large as 100 by 40. Call us at 439-TENT. That's 439-8368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. We are Grenada's tent people.
Grenada is the place to be June 5th to 7th for the highly anticipated Grenada Music Festival 2020, featuring two-time Grammy Award winners Kool and the Gang, Coco T, Romaine Virgo, Marcia Griffiths, Arturo Tappan, Crossfire, Nadia Batson, Was Ways, Vaughn, and the Dancehall Emperor, Chavo Ranks. 3 nights of amazing music, great food, and pure Grenada hospitality. Grenada Music Festival 2020, June 5th to 7th, Quarantine Park, Grenada. Tickets available online at gotofet.com. Book your flights at hotel today. This ad is sponsored by the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Why not stay in, turn off the alarm clock, and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz? For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
As always, they bring value home. Folks, it's now time for the National Report.
Kimpton Kawana Bay says Montrouge Road network upgrade to begin soon. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back with the details to the news for Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. I am Rikisha St. Louis. Management at the Kimpton Kawana Bay Resort says major road network upgrade will begin in a matter of days in the Montrouge area. Members of the media were informed during an on-site visit on Wednesday that work will begin to improve the existing Montrouge main road to the top of the hill, a process that is expected to last at least 6 months. The Kimpton Kawana Resort is Grenada's newest 5-star resort approved by the island's Citizenship by Investment program. Vice President of Construction, Hannes Lotz, says construction of the resort over the last few months has contributed to the deterioration of the road. He explained that in addition to the road improvement, 128 rooms will also be constructed. Lotz apologized to neighboring businesses and residents for the disruption in the flow of traffic and the inconvenience the construction may cause.
We are embarking on the next phase of the project. The building behind me you will see as almost near the completion, where the structure is almost complete. The final level of the roof is about to be cast. So very soon we will be demolishing this structure that we are standing on, which is the old remains of the Flamboyant Hotel. That may cause the obviously some disruption to the traffic. There will be earth-moving equipment in the area, trucks that take debris out and taking it off-site. We are also starting with our 2 final buildings up on the hill, where we will be constructing another 128 bedrooms or guest rooms, and that construction, earthworks and associated building activities will also impact the roadway where we stand right now.
Construction of the resort has provided jobs for close to 175 Grenadians, with 300 permanent jobs anticipated once the resort is opened. Lotz says construction is on schedule for the 2021 opening.
In 12 months from now, we should see a significant decrease in the number of heavy construction equipment activities using the Marne Rouge. Our final opening is scheduled for the tourist season of 2021, which is next year. We are basically on time to meet that target date, and we look forward to a grand opening at the end of next year.
Continuing with the news, track and field stars Johan Blake, Asafa Powell, Kirani James, Justin Gatlin, Anderson Peters, Lyndon Victor, Elaine Thompson, Kendra Harrison and Shanika Ricketts are a few of the headline athletes to compete at the 4th Grenada Invitational on April 4th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. The names were revealed during a media launch at the Greenery Room Radisson Resort on Wednesday. Chairman of the Grenada Invitational Committee, Dexter Mitchell, says the theme for the 4th staging of the Games will be the future, the past, the present, as the road to Tokyo 2020 commences.
We are putting on a world-class event with world-class athletes at a world-class venue. And that has continued to be the mantra. And as Jason mentioned, and Marvin will expound on later on, the quality of athletes who are trying to get into the Grenada Invitational surely ascertains that it is a world-class event at a world-class venue, the Kirani James Athletic Stadium, with world-class athletes. One of the main reasons, and probably the main reason that has been able to happen, and we are in the 4th year, is because of a wonderful team that we have at the Grenada Invitational. You see the World Continental Games silver logo, which means that the Grenada Invitational has now been recognized by World Athletics, formerly the IAAF, as a silver category games. What it means is that we are one of only 10 silver games in the world. There are 10 gold meets and 10 diamond league meets. Our aim after today is to get to the gold level meets, and Marvin will elaborate on that. But it is a major accomplishment for us at the Grenada Invitational and for Grenada that of the 10 silver meets in the world, one of those meets are actually been held in Grenada.
Former Jamaican track star Marvin Anderson, president of the Jamaican Olympians Association, is the athletes' liaison for the Grenada Invitational. Marvin says so far athletes from 20 countries have participated in the Grenada Invitational over the past 3 years, which has added value to the Games and marketed the Pure Grenada brand.
When last year someone like Shelley Fraser Price posted on her Instagram that she's going to be in the Grenada Invitation, immediately within 5 minutes, we have well over 350 of our followers aware of Grenada. I mean, just like that. So these are the type of impact that we have with our athletes. Once our athletes get the name out there, it really brings a buzz about Grenada. And while in some circles, people might not be aware of Grenada, because you think of athletics in the Caribbean, everyone thinks Jamaica. But when we have our athletes come here and they really use their social media platform to really promote their experience and what's happening here, it's mile and value to Grenada that I wouldn't want to put a dollar value to that.
In related news, Grenada's Minister for Sports is applauding the efforts of the Grenada Invitational Committee to mobilize and showcase some of the biggest names in athletics in Grenada. Wednesday's media launch signaled the commencement of promotion of the Grenada Invitational event, which is now recognized by the World Athletics Association, formerly the IAAF, as a silver category games.
I see this in the context because I have an integral and intimate involvement in everything that went on and continue to go on with Grenada Invitational. And we have had I say we because of course the government is a key stakeholder. We have had a very, I don't want to say difficult, but an interesting journey to where we are today. And I think with everything that would have transpired, I still think it is fitting and appropriate to recognize persons who would have been there from start and probably no longer there for maybe their vision, their contribution, their support to the Grenada Invitation. I think that is very important, and I want to commend them.
Senator Cox says this is a very important activity for the government and people of Grenada because young people will be given the opportunity to showcase their talent on the tracks.
One of the things that we are very pleased about the Invitational is the impact that it has on our young athletes. we believe that persons coming here and some of the fascinating athletes that I see before, it will help inspire our young and upcoming athletes to want to do better, to want to go farther, to want to do more. And notice that the invitation is coming just on the heels of the intercall that I believe will even add more substance to what is taking place in sports in Grenada.
The Grenada Invitational will begin at 3 p.m. with an estimated finish time of 8:45 p.m. This is the National Report. We'll have more news after the break.
Kayak Mass 2020. February 15th to February 25th. An array of events making one spectacular carnival. Saturday, February 15th. Children Mass, Frolic, and the Big Show. Thursday, February 20th. Queen Show Night. February 21st. Soca Monarch. Saturday, 22nd. Chab Convention. Calypso and Groovy. Sunday, February 23rd. Monday, Juve and Monday Night Mass. Tuesday, February 25th. Shakespeare Mass. And the Last Lap. All the major MCs and DJs will be inside Kayak Mass 2020. Make reservations and book now.
Welcome back. The Royal Grenada Police Force is receiving assistance from the European Union and Regional Security System, RSS, for its crime-fighting efforts. This with the donation of equipment valued at approximately 100,000 AC dollars. It includes gloves, fingerprint supplies, cameras, protective clothing, among others, was some of the equipment donated. The handover ceremony was held under the theme Strengthening Law Enforcement and Border Security in the Regional Security System member states. Graham Archer, Deputy Executive Director of the Regional Security System, says that the equipment, which is of international standard, will be valuable towards crime fighting.
With the handover of this international standard equipment, I am confident that law enforcement practitioners will have greater opportunity to apply the professional standards of competence in crime scene investigations, which were imparted during the RSS EU-sponsored crime scene technician course, and further exploit the relationship between crime analysis, forensic intelligence, and traditional law enforcement investigation. Exploiting this relationship can only serve to create further advances in criminal investigations.
While several initiatives that has been executed contributed to the reduction of crime in Grenada, Deputy Commissioner Franklin Redhead is grateful for the contribution and the RSS commitment to develop regional member states.
It is in this context I want to recognize the very important intervention by the European Union through the 10th EDF Fund for enhancing RGPF forensic capabilities, critically important at this juncture. Further, I want to recognize the ongoing efforts of the regional security system in coordinating and negotiating support from member states. It is certainly for negotiating support from member states. This is highly appreciated in light of the extant resource constraints. It is heartening to note that the RSS, rooted in the notion of collectivism many years ago, continues to evolve and adapt to the needs of member states and remains a relevant and pragmatic sub-regional mechanism.
That story just ended the National Report for today, Wednesday, February 19th. Let's recap the top story. Kimpton Kawana Bay says Montrouge Road network upgrade to begin soon. On behalf of the entire news team here at the Government Information Service, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, thank you very much, guys, for the National Report. And the next thing we have for you is the generic weather. Let's take a look and see what's happening here. It's just about 25 degrees Celsius in St. George's. We are experiencing some showers, precipitation 51%, humidity 88%, and winds 13 kilometers per hour. We expect the minimum temperature to go down to around 24 degrees Celsius. But it feels really good. It's been raining all afternoon, and so we have to say thank you to God for that. Claire, hello to you. Ezran, Camille, Esther, Kireen, Eunice, Elva, Trevelin, Sherman, Sharon, and Shireen, and Prissy, and everyone else. Would like to say thank you for watching. My sister Lintana, my mom, Mike, and everyone else. We want to say thank you very much for joining us. All right, join MK Karaoke's Facebook page, like the page, all right, and follow on with what's happening in the world of karaoke here in Grenada. Angel, Doris, Simone, rain and more rain is the weather for tonight. I agree. Mishi, I agree. Rolanda, I agree with everyone else. So guys, take care of yourselves and your family. Remember, say a word of prayer. God bless you. Let's do this now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say ja! No. Goodbye, everyone, and enjoy your night. It's going to be beautiful for those of you who are here in Grenada, listening to the rain on the roof, on the galvanized, or just falling on the ground. Tapa, 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 tapa. That's how it goes. Tapa, 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 tap. Yep. So enjoy that. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. You're a wonderful audience as usual. Take care. Goodbye.